Okay, max paper on Wellington Primary. Okay, we go to the first question. In which of the following numbers does the digit 5 stands for 500? Okay, look at the first option. It's actually 50. This is 5. This is 5,000. And this is 500. 500. Okay, question 1, your answer is 4. Okay, let's move up. The 8 multiple, when we see the word multiple, remember it's more, and they want the 8. So the first multiple of 6 is just 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. This must be the 5th. Okay, 36, 42, 48. So the 8 multiple of 6 is 48. Answer for question 2 is 3. What is the quotient when 49 is divided by 5? So we have 49 divided by 5, 0, 9 minus 45, 4, 9 remainder 4. Quotient meaning answer, so my answer is 9. Question 3, my answer is 1. Question 4. Which one of the angles below is smaller than the right angle? Let's look at the first one. BON. BON. Okay. A right angle is actually 90 degrees. Okay, it's like the edge of your ruler. So this is definitely out. AOC is exactly, it will use a ruler. Okay, it's exactly 90 degrees or so it's out. BOA. This is the angle they are talking about. Definitely this angle is smaller than 90. So your answer for question 4 is 3. Question 5. In the figure below, which line is perpendicular to BC? Remember, perpendicular is two lines joining together to form a right angle. So BC, the only line that is straightened is AB or DC. So AB. Yeah. Question 5. Your answer is 2. AB. Let's move on to question 6. Find the difference between 7.9 and 3. Difference would be minus. So we have 7.9 minus 3. Alright. Put a dot here. 9. 4.9. Okay. So you see, question 6, your answer is 1. 4.9. Question 7. The table below shows the time taken by 4 pupils to run 100 meters. Study the table and answer this. If Dave won the race by 2 seconds, what was his time taken? Okay, when you run in a race, definitely the fastest will be the winner, right? So Balu, out of these 3, is the fastest with 22. He won the race by 2 seconds, meaning he's faster by 2 seconds. So answer, Dave won it by 20 seconds. So 20 seconds. Question 7, answer is 1. Okay, question 8. A number when divided by 3 give a quotient of 13 and a remainder of 2. What is the number? Okay, remember, as I still say before, you take 10 divided by 3, you get 3, remainder 1. Alright, how you get the answer? 3 times 3, 9, plus 1. So, a number, when they divided by 3, they give me 3, remainder 2. First step, 13 times 3. Alright, that will be 9, 39, plus the remainder 39 plus 2, 41. 41, 41. Okay, so question 8, my answer is 4. Okay, remember to always use an example like this, okay, to guide you first. Alright, to guide. Okay, we go on to question 9. ABCD is a rectangle. Find angle Y. Okay, you know that this whole angle here at the side here is 90 degrees. So here is 90 degrees also. Okay, this area is also 90 degrees. So how you find Y will just be 90 degrees minus 39 degrees minus 18 degrees. Okay, you get your answer. We do working. 90 minus 39. Borrow 8, 10, 1, 51. 51 minus 18. Borrow 4, 1, 33 degrees. Question 9, my answer is 133 degrees. Question 10. How many 6 are there in 2 2/3? Okay, 6 is actually 1 over 6. So 2 over 3 is the same as 2 4 over 6. Okay, it's the same as how many over 6? 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 4 equals to 16. 16 over 6. Okay, so 16 over 6, how many are there? 16. Question 10, the answer is 4. Okay, let's go on to question 11. Okay, the triangle below is a right angle triangle. Which one of the following about triangle below is correct? Okay, angle A is equals to 90 degrees minus angle B. That is definitely correct. Alright, so let's just try out the rest of the option. Angle B is more than 45. No, that's not true. Angle B is greater than A. You can see very clearly A is bigger than B. Sum of A and B is 180. That's not true. So, okay, this is a right angle here, and right angle is 90 degrees. So, question 11, my answer is 1. Okay, let's go on to question 12. Which one of the following statement is true? Okay, let's look at the first statement. AB parallel to CD. Alright, yes, it's true. Okay, BC parallel to EF. This is not true because if you extend this line, okay, and extend, you realize that they will actually hit each other. Okay, so that's not true. DE and DF. DE, DF. This is actually a perpendicular line instead of a parallel line, so wrong. AD, DC, also wrong. So your question 12 answer is 1. Question 12 answer is 1. Okay, we move on now to question 13. The following graph shows the number of people who took part in the different games. Study a graph and answer question 13 and 14. Alright, okay, so look at question 13 first. The number of boys who took part in volleyball is twice the number of girls who took part in. Okay, let's look at the graph first. Volleyball would be 120 for the boys. They need, and this is twice the number of girls who took part in. So there's a sport whereby the girls took part only 60. So let's look at the first sport. First sport, which is badminton. Okay, yeah, the girls took part 60. So my first question 13, answer must be badminton, and badminton is here. So question 13 answer is 4. Next question, what's the difference between the total number of pupils in floorball and the total number of pupils in hockey? So looking at floorball, alright, floorball. Okay, the boys is at 150, girls is at 140. So altogether, floorball will have 290 students. Alright, what's the difference in floorball and hockey? Let's look at hockey now. Hockey will be 90, girls will be 130, so that will be 220. Add up together. Difference between them would simply be 290 minus 220. That will give me 70. 70. Question 14, my answer is 2. Let's look at question 15. Alan is 0.2 meter taller than Barry. Charles is 0.32 meters shorter than Alan. If Barry is 1.58, find Charles' height. So we have A, B, C. Alright. Charles is 0.32 shorter than Alan. So Charles is 1 unit. Alan is 1 unit, 0.32. Right? Alan is 0.2 taller than Barry. So Barry is actually 1 unit. Okay, 0.32, okay, is actually, okay, we can split up to 0.2 and 0.12. Alright, why? So that we have 2 boxes. So for Alan, alright, you have 2 boxes. One of these box is 0.2, the other one is 0.12. Okay, so you see, Alan is still 3.2 taller than Charles, and he is 0.2 meter taller than Barry. Okay, so Barry must have a 0.12 here. If Barry is 1.58, find Charles' height. So very simple. Barry here is 1.58. How do you find this? You just take 1.58 minus 0.12. Remember your line. 8 minus 2 is 6. 5 minus 1 is 4. 1. 1.46. 1.46. Question 15, my answer is 3. Question 16. In the number line below, find the missing decimal indicated by the mark. Okay, the difference between 0.08 and 0.16. Alright, so this is 0.08. Alright, so 0.08 must be divided by 2 equally, so that will give you 0.04. So 0.08 plus 0.04 is 0.12. So here is 0.12. Okay, here will be 0.20. So you plus 0.04, you get 0.24. So question 16, answer is 3. Question 16, answer is 3. 7.54 is equal to how many thousand? Thousand is 0.10 hundred thousands. That is actually 3 decimal places, so 7.54. Okay, 3 decimal places, you got to shift 1, 2. You got to shift one more. There's a 0 here, so it's 7540. 7540. 17. Your answer must be 4. The table shows 4 models of laptops and their prices. Mr. Ang bought 3 laptops of the same. He spent 6135. Which model did he buy? Okay, so the 3 laptop is equals to 6135. So you take 6135 divided by 3. 2 minus 6. 0. 1. There must be a 0. 3. 3, 6, 9, 12. 4 minus 12. 1. You bring down a 5 is a 5. 2045. Okay, that will be model A. So question 18. Your answer is 1, model A. Question 19. Raju read 1/4 of a book on Tuesday and 5/12 on Wednesday. What fraction was left unread in simplest form? Simply, you just minus away everything. Alright? Okay, so let's do the first one first. This one is actually 4/4 minus 1/4 minus 5/12. Remember, we underline first. We'll get 3/4 minus 5/12. Okay, we make the same denominator. Okay, so 4 times 3 times 3, we have 9/12 minus 5/12. We'll get 4/12. This is not the simplest form that they want. Alright, 4 can divide by 4, which is 1. 12 divided by 4, which is 3. 1/3. 1/3. So question 19, my answer is actually 1. Okay, let's look at question 20. James and Peggy cycled from the mall to the jetty. They took 2 different routes. Towards the end, their routes were parallel to each other. So which route? So you basically have to see which of their routes are actually parallel to each other. Okay, so this is James. Alright. Okay, so you look at this and basically you look at this side. Okay, first this and route 1. Okay, you can see if you put this line with this line, it's not the parallel. This one and this one, they will intersect each other. It's not a parallel. This is running here. This is running here. Yep, they are parallel. Okay, so question 20 is actually route 3. Okay, question 21. Round off this to the nearest 100. Okay, so nearest 100. 1 stands 100. This is the one we're looking at. We look at the next door neighbor. It's more than 5. Okay, maybe I'll do it here again. Alright, so I take 6 to 200. Okay, that's my answer. So the first one is 62,200. Okay, 2149 times 7. 2149 times 7. Okay, 9 times 7. 9 times 5 is 45. 54, 63, 3, 6, 7, 14, 21, 28, 28 plus 6, 34, 4, 3, 7 times 1, 7 plus 3, 10, 0, 1, 7 times 2, 14 plus 1, 15. So your answer for this is 15043. Question 23. Express 31 over 4 as a mixed number. Okay, remember mixed number is a whole number and a fraction. When we have 31 over 4, this is an improper fraction. We must use the long division method. So 31 divided by 4. 7 times 4 is 28. Alright, and here we will have 3, remainder 3. So we will have 7, 3 over 4. So question 23, the answer is 7, 3 over 4. Okay, now we go on to 24. Irene is facing south, so she's facing this direction. She makes a 3/4 turn. She makes a 3/4 turn in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, remember our clock is like this. Alright, the clock turns this direction. So anti-clockwise direction means it's the opposite direction, like this, from 12 to 9 and so on. So she said this, she make a 3/4 turn, so she has to make a 1/4 turn, 2/4 turn, 3/4 turn. So where will she be facing? She will be facing the west after a 3/4 anti-clockwise direction turn. Okay, how many pairs of parallel lines are there in the figure? Okay, let's take a look. We have AB and FE. AB parallel to FE. We have BC and DE. BC parallel to DE. And let's do a double check. Okay, that's all. So we have 2 pairs of parallel lines in the picture. The following line graph shows the number of toys made by a company over 5 months. Study and answer question 26. What was the decrease of toys made from May to July? Okay, at May it was at 250 in May. At July, we read the graph is at 125. So you have May 250 minus July 125. You will get 125. So your answer for 26 is 125. Now we look at number 27. Alright, okay. This is 1, 2, 3. 3 decimal places means there must be 3 zeros. Answer 13 over 1,000. So 27. Okay, your answer is, what's the missing whole number? 1,000. Find the sum of all the common factors. So factors, we know that it must be few, smaller than 28 and 32. So let's start with 28. 1 times 28, 2 times 14, 3 we cannot, 4 times 7, 5 cannot, 6 cannot. We have 7 times 4, so we stop. When we repeat, we stop. Okay, let's look at 32 now. 1 times 32, 2 times 16, 3 cannot, 4 will be times 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, yeah, 5 cannot, 6 cannot, 7 cannot, 8 times 4, cancel. Okay, what are the common factors they have? 1, okay, so we have 1 plus, because we have to find the sum, so we must plus them up all together. 2 plus 4, 4. That's it. There's no more other common factors if you see the numbers. So 1 plus 2 is 3, 3 plus 4 is 7. So question 28, my answer is 7. Okay, we move down to 29 now. Amy and Tim shared 3, 4, 2 buttons. Amy has 5 times. That means Amy, Tim. Amy has 5 units while Tim only has 1 unit. Altogether, they shared 3, 4, 2. From here, you know that 6 units give you 3, 4, 2. You find out what's 1 unit. So you have 3, 4, 2 dividing by 6. 5 minus 30, 42. 5, this will be 6, 6, 36, 7, 42. Yeah. So 1 unit is 57. Team is 1 unit. So how many buttons does team have? 57 buttons. Okay. Jane, number question 30. He cut out 10 identical squares. She then arranged to form them the rectangle with the longest and find the length of the rectangle. Okay, this is what for a piece of paper, and they have to form a rectangle with the longest possible length. So the best would be like this: 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, this will be a shape whereby you see it's a rectangle. Right, it's a rectangle and it has the longest possible length. So each is 3. There's altogether 10 rows, so it's just 3 times 10. Answer 30. So question 30, answer is 30 cm. Okay, we move on to question 31. Mrs. Raju baked 427 cookies. She sold 5/7 of the cookies and kept the rest for her family. How many cookies did she keep? Okay, first of all, look at this denominator. It means 7. It's 7. It means there's total units of 7 units. There's 427 cookies. So how much is 1 unit? It will be 427 divided by 7. 6, 42, 1, 61. 1 unit of 61. Okay, so she sold 5/7. She kept the rest. So the rest must be 1 minus 5/7. 2/7. This is the rest. Alright, so that will be 2 units. 61 times 2. 122. Question 31, your answer is 122. You can actually use the branch method because you see the word of. So she has actually 1 whole. She has 5/7 she sold, and she has 2/7 that she kept for her family. Alright, this is actually 427. So it's like 2/7 of 427. Okay, if you remember how to do fraction of a whole number, okay, it will be something like that. Like example, half of 10 is the same as half times 10/1. Of is the same as times. So that's 10/2. That will give you 5. Okay, we move on to question 32. Draw a line parallel to XY. Parallel meaning 2 pairs of lines do not touch each other. Please use a ruler. I'm just using freehand now. It's not allowed in exam. Okay, then you put your arrows here. So it looks something like this. Okay, parallel to the point Z. Question 35. Express 2 3/20 as a decimal. Okay, always remember to change the denominator to 10 or 100. Alright, so this is 2. 3/20. Change it to 100 with the times 5 to 15/100. Okay, so the whole number is just 2 point. There's 20 means 2 decimal place. 15. So your answer for this question is 2.15. Question 35. Okay, let's go on to the next question. Find the length of the pencil, which is measured from 0 centimeter. Okay, after you find, you got to round off to the nearest 10. Nearest 10 is the first decimal place. So if you look carefully, this is 5.2. We put a 0 behind. Here will be 5.25, 6, 7, 8. Here will be 5.28. 5.28. We have to change this. Look at the next door neighbor. 5 and above, so it's 5.3. Question 36. 5.3 centimeter. Now we move on to the last question now. Okay, question 37. Jason, okay, so let's see. This is naughty, elephant, spray, water. Jason walks 2 units to the west from point A. This is point A. Our west is on the left hand side, so 1, 2. Alright. Then he makes a 270 degrees turn in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, so anti-clockwise direction will be, okay, so this is the clock, 12, 3, 6, 9. Anti-clockwise direction will be this direction. Okay, so we'll reach this point, alright, and then he said that he makes a 270 degrees turn. Okay, so this is 90, 180, 270 degrees turn. So it'll be facing in this direction. Okay, the one with the arrow. He walks 3 units. 1, 2, 3. So this is the point where the playground will be. Question 38. Ali is now standing at the playground and facing the museum. So this is the playground. Alright, and he's actually facing the museum. If he turns 90 degrees in the clockwise direction, okay, this is your clockwise direction. Okay, so here to, from here to here, you see that this is like a right angle. It's about 90 degrees. So where will he be facing? He will be facing the fountain. So question 38 is fountain. Now let's move on to question 39. Okay, the mass of a sack of rice is 35.56. We rounded off to the nearest 100. That's 0.01. That will be 2 decimal place. What is the lowest possible mass of the sack of rice? Alright, okay, so 35.56. I must have something to round off to here. It could be 35.555. Okay, so your answer for this will be 35.555. It can't be 35.554 because you won't get 35.556. Alright, and they want the lowest possible mass of the sack of rice. So this is the answer. Okay, we go on to number 40 now. Below is the results for a pupil. Complete the missing score. Okay, so score in decimals is 0.8. Okay, so this is actually 8 over 10. Alright, if you change it, it will be 80 over 100. They want out of 50, so this must be 40. So for question 40, your answer is 40. Okay, question 41. Mr. Tay had 280 sweets. He packed them into packets of 8. How many packets of sweet did he have? Okay, so for the first part, okay, A, he shares 280 divided by 8. Okay, you do your working, you should get 35 packets. So for question A, you should have 35 packets, and that's 2 marks already. B, if Mr. Tay were to sell all at 45 cents per packet, how much money? So you just take 35 packets times 0.45 because that's 45 cents. Okay, I'll show you the working of how to get that. So we have 0.45 times 35. Okay, remember your decimal point first. Alright, 5 times 5, 25, 22. Okay, 0, 2. You must put a 0 first. 3 times 5, 15. 3 times 4, 12, plus 1, 13. Okay, 3, 0, 1. So you have 15.75. 15.75. Please remember your dollar sign when you do $15.75. Or you can simply take 45 cents times 35. Okay, that means you get all whole numbers. You get 1,575 cents, and then you change it to $15.75. Both methods are acceptable. Okay, question 42. The figure below not drawn to scale is made out of 2 squares and a rectangle. Okay, so remember 2 squares meaning that all the sides are equal. So if this is 9, alright, here must be 9 too. Okay, and we know that this is 16. So this is 9. Here must be 7. Here must also be 7. Whole thing here is 12. So here must be 5. Here must be 5. Here must be 5. Okay, they want us to find JH. So JH we found already is 7. So JH is 7 centimeter. Alright, and they want us to find DE. DE we also found. This is 5 centimeter. So JH is 16 minus 9 equals to 7. Alright, and DE is equals to 12 minus 7 equals to 5. Okay, so your answer is 7 cm and 5 cm. Okay, question 43. A baker baked a total of 90 sausage bun and cheese buns. He sold 2/5 of the total number. How many cheese buns did the baker sell if he sold 3 times as many sausage buns as cheese buns? Okay, so altogether, we know that sausage plus cheese buns, that's 90. He sold 2/5 of the total number. Okay, remember when we see the word of, it means multiply. So we should have 2/5 of 90. Okay, there's 2 ways to do it. The first way, the units method, 5 units equals to 90. 1 unit is actually 18. So 2 units will be 18 times 2. Okay, and that should give us 36. So altogether, 36 buns were sold. Okay, another method is to use 2/5 times 90 over 1. Alright, and top times top, bottom times bottom, you will have 180 over 5. 180 you divided by 5, you will also get 36. Okay, that's the first part that we stopped at. So he sold 36 buns. So 36 buns were sold. Now, how many cheese buns did the baker sell if he sold 3 times as many sausage? So sausage and cheese. Okay, 3 times as many sausage means there's 3 units, there's 1 unit. Altogether, there's 36. Another units method you can have here is 4 units equals to 36. They want cheese bun. Cheese bun is actually only 1 unit, so 1 unit is 9. So for question 43, the answer is 9 cheese buns. Okay, question 44. A tailor had 4 times as much red cloth as white cloth. So first up is red cloth, white cloth. Alright, so 4 times 1, 2, 3, 4, while white cloth has only 1. Okay, he then bought 1.2 meters of red cloth and 3.99. Now he has the same. Okay, so let's look at white cloth. White cloth, okay, and he bought altogether 3.99 meter, and he bought 1.2 meter. Okay, Mr. Siu said before you try to put them together, this 1.2, so we bring it down, this is also 1.2. How do you find this part? It will be 3.99 minus 1.2, okay, and that will give us 3.99 minus 1.20, okay, the decimal point 972, 2.79, which means here is 2.79 meter. And if you look at the above graph again, you see that 3 units will give me 2.79. Okay, so they want to find how many meters of white cloth did he have at first. At first, there's only 1 unit of white cloth, so 1 unit, you have 2.79 divided by 3. Okay, remember your decimal first is 0 minus 0, 2, 7, 9. 9 times 3 is 27. 0, you bring down your 9 is 3. 0.93. So at start, there were 0.93 meter of white cloth. Okay, the main thing to note here is this. This is 3.99. This is 1.2. You must make them the same. So there's 1.2, 1.2. Alright, then you can see very clearly from the diagram already. Question 45. Mr. Tan bought 6 times as many pencils as pens from a shop. Okay, so in a group, there's 6 pencil and 1 pen. Each pencil costs $1. So this is $1. I will get $6. Each pen costs $2. I'll have $2. So each set will cost me $8, okay, per set. If I spend a total of 96, so I'll take 96 divided by $8, it'll be 1, 2. I will sell a total of 12 sets. How many pencils? Every set, every one set, I have 6 pencils, so 12 times 6. Alright, 12 times 6, 2, 1, 72. 72. Okay, that's my final answer. Altogether, I have 72 pencils. That's the end of the paper.